Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I am working on a project to tell a creative story about the life of Abu Muhammad al-Jilani, and I am finding that I need to learn the history of Iraq to know why the Syrians are being named terrorists. Syrians who never left Syria. I want to talk about something that's very controversial and very important to all of the society. And my husband does not think what I think, but I love chemistry. I can tell you every part of your brain and what the chemicals do there, and I put this on a series of videos that is uploaded to this channel. I hear about things that happen. I heard about a friend, Wayed, who was a drug dealer in El Bab, who was put in jail. And I don't think it's right. I don't want him to be in jail. And I heard that there was a fire in the hospital pharmacy in Ras Al Ain. And there are so many stories of tragedy all around drugs. And very rarely do those tragedies tell the story of someone taking drugs and dying. Most of the time, all the tragedy is around the lives of the people who are alive and taking the drugs. I have a secret to tell you about the American soldiers and their involvement in the Middle East. I know a secret about the special operations soldiers. I can tell you that when the soldiers come home, they feel like they've lost their purpose in life. And they look around them at the normal life and they feel so uncomfortable, so much. And you would not believe that 90% at least of the special operations soldiers, they don't just drink a happy little beer. They smash. They drink hard liquor. And they put themselves under the table daily. They drink hard. And this is a huge condition of a lot of the soldiers that come back. And it's from a loss of purpose, and it's to fill a void and a feeling of pain. So I'm going to present some ideas to think about. What happens when a man who is not sick takes a heart medicine? He feels bad. What happens when a man who is not sick takes a kidney medicine? He feels bad. And what happens when a man who is not sick takes a liver medicine? He feels bad. So what happens to a man who eats so much candy and baklava this day that at night he takes his pancreas medicine, but he takes too much and he never wakes up and he dies? Shall we throw his doctor in jail for accessory to murder? Medicines and drugs are chemical compounds from the plant kingdom. The weakest plants are the ones that we eat, or nourishment. They give us energy. And the stronger plants, they can make medicines. And the really hard plants, they could get you really sick and kill you. There are many plants that are so beautiful on the outside, but yet they will kill you if you eat them. You would need to have control of every bush, shrub, and tree to prevent people from getting access to drugs. But luckily, people don't know that the drugs are all around them. Here is a plant that you can eat. It's beautiful. Here is another beautiful plant. And here is another beautiful plant. Do you know which one can kill you? When they're all beautiful. But some of them are deadly. One of these is deadly, and one of them is edible. So, what if your husband died? And I told you that if you only eat this flower, if you only were to eat a flower, that this flower would stop you from crying about your husband's death. And it would cause you to feel such an energy in your heart for your dead husband that you would make this big project where you would take every good part of your husband and you would put it into this project and you would send this out into the world so that all of the world has this memory of your husband. Instead of sitting in your home and feeling so much pain and loss for your husband, when all you have to do is eat this flower that I'm going to give you. And your husband, when he died, don't you know that the biggest thing that he was afraid of when he died was that his wife was going to stay alive and that he would not be able to do anything for her. There cannot be a marketplace if there is no demand. And distributors cannot be held responsible for the quality of the manufacturer's products. Yet here we stand. We are wardens over the psychological coping mechanisms of the people and the threshold of their tolerance to bear it. Why is the chemical dependency of a person a matter of national security? Why is the demand so big and the profit so wide? Why is our civilians' plight from their own psychological pain becoming an enemy of the state? The Trojan horse in the city, it's not the Assad tribe's Captagon. The Trojan horse in the city, it's the people's pain, which makes them hold out their hand for this cure. We are putting desperate people in jail. We need to put a new path for people out of the darkness and back into the light, out of the death and back to life. And this is written by me, Catherine L. today, August 26th, 2022. Allahu Akbar.